character arc of a Russell Wilson, a guy like him, and how he's just the face of the franchise. It reads like a Hollywood script.
It really does.
Like, this dude's the next good guy face of the league. Aaron Rodgers, that desperado cowboy, go out guns a-blazing. Russell Wilson is truly the face of a franchise, and like is soaking up some of that Tom Brady mystique.
All right. Next up, something you already kind of alluded to earlier. Shout out to the Ramley. Todd Gurley.
Purple activist.
According to Ian Rappaport, he basically said, in his opinion, he doesn't think Todd Gurley is a bell cow running back anymore. He said that based off what the Rams are doing, you know, who they drafted, bringing back Malcolm Brown, they're looking to take some of his carries away. So do you got a take or a tangent on Todd Gurley no longer being a bell cow running back?
Remember that one scene in Friday Night Lights where Wee Miles starts crying in the doctor's office?
Oh,
yeah, that's Todd Gurley.
Remember that one time like 7 years ago when I told you Todd Gurley wasn't worth the 10th pick because
the 10th
overall pick because reports were he probably only won't be able to play past his second contract, if that. Oh wow! And then remember when you slandered me every day for like 4 years during his All-Pro career because you're like, you're dumb, you hate Todd Gurley.
Because you are dumb and you do hate Todd Gurley.
To be determined. That's all I want to say. I actually love Todd Gurley, but okay.
Okay. Lying.
Okay.
It's a funny way to show your love.
Okay.
By showing number hate. But I just want to say, remember that time when the Giants took Eric Flowers 9th overall and now he could potentially be the starting left tackle for the Washington Redskins? Yeah. Be mighty nice if they had Todd Gurley for the Giants and not Eric Flowers. But hey, things work out the way they work out. And by the way, McVay force-fed him the ball. That's why he broke down on some Larry Johnson type stuff.
I don't know about that. All right.
Okay, bro. I mean, arthritic knee, whatever.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
By the way, is Todd Gurley like 6'2"? Because I've met him in real life, and that dude is tall.
Juju Smith-Schuster pulled up to a fan's prom. There was video that surfaced of him dancing to a chant, "Fuck AB." Do you got a take or a tangent on Juju Smith-Schuster's repeated pettiness?
Did you say Juju Smith-Schuster?
Yeah, whatever.
Because what he was doing was shitty. But shout out to that kid for being a loser and not being able to get a girl to take you to prom.
You're an asshole.
Bro, this little white boy showed up. You see the picture? It's so depressing. Like, the other two got dates and shit. And this dude shows up with a fucking green velvet carpet suit with Juju Smith-Schuster. Juju looks cool. You look like a loser who begged a football player to take you to your prom.
It reminds me.
What kind of Make-A-Wish type shit is that?
It reminds me of that.
Pimp my prom. I'm a loser.
It reminds me of the time where Big Boy prank called Nipsey Hussle and was like, "Hey Nipsey, can you take my cousin to prom?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure." And then when they call him, it turns out he's a dude, and Nipsey's all like, "Yo, chill."
We're gonna find you a date, bro.
No, and he's like, "Yeah," he's like, "Chill." He's like, "We're just gonna be good. We're gonna show up. We're gonna be cool. We're gonna take a couple pictures." He's like, "No, Nip, this is my dream. We're gonna like dance." And he's like, "No, chill on all that. Chill."
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't blame Juju because to have your mentor kind of send for you like that is on some real.
He didn't send for him though.
Kind of did. He called him out. He outed him for really just being a curious kid.
But you also remember he had that picture of him catching a touchdown with AB in the background at the Raider Stadium. The day he left, that was petty too. Juju Smith-Schuster's petty, bro. Go back with him in college.
So is this Kanye and Jay-Z in football right now?
Yeah, go back. Biggs' brother was Biggs' brother.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you go back to Juju Smith-Schuster stiff-arming Utah cornerbacks and embarrassing them on Twitter and Instagram, bro, Juju's petty. Don't let all that like nice guy shit fool you. But he's petty and he'll knock your head off. And he's a team guy. Good for him. But I think there's some strings at play here by Big Ben specifically. Especially when you start targeting Juju, giving him more catches, when Antonio Brown's clearly the better player. It's like, it would have been like if they stopped giving T.O. the ball and started giving like Todd Pinkston and Freddie Mitchell the ball more.
Ugh.
I can't believe he's better than both those guys. But you get what I'm saying.
All right.
L.J. Smith.
Packers head coach Matt LaFleur tore his Achilles playing basketball at Lambeau Field. He missed family night, and he's essentially went from doing every drill, helping out with pass rush, throwing the ball around, et cetera, catching the ball.
Side note, I'm sorry to interrupt, but right when you guys were talking about Future, I'm looking on my IG, and he pops up on my IG like he just posted something.
Yeah, he's dropping music tonight.
Yeah, so
I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. You know what? I got to play some Future in a little bit.
Astronomical.
Spectacular.
Yo, I'm about to be slapping that tonight.
Anyways, so Matt LaFleur tore his Achilles. He's been rolling around in a golf cart. You got to take her a tangent on the Packers head coach tearing his Achilles playing basketball. I got a tangent on it. How many players do we slander for getting in trouble, or not even getting in trouble, for getting hurt for doing off-field activities unrelated to football? How many clauses do they have saying that they can't do certain activities outside of football, or their contracts will be voided? Yet here we are, a white sub-40 coach tears his Achilles, and he doesn't lose his livelihood. Nah, he gets to roll around in a golf cart. And the worst part is, like, the whole thing is he's supposed to be this young, energetic guy injecting life into an offense that grew stagnant under front butt Mike McCarthy.
Front butt. Foot butt. Damn, Fubu came back.
Point is, now he's going to be immobile, sitting on the sideline, just like the old fat dudes he's supposed to replace. So, yeah, that's all I got to say on it.
Sucks to be you.
Sucks to be you. Vontaze Burfict is supposedly helping the Raiders close the learning gap. He was in Cincinnati under current Raiders defensive coordinator Paul Guenther for 6 seasons, so he knows the scheme pretty well. You got a take or a tangent on Burfict being the alpha in the Raiders defense?
Didn't we already talk about this?
About how they have no alpha? Yeah, exactly.
And how Gruden set it up that way, so the offense could just bully the defense all season in practice.
It's all fun and games until Burfict or Abram or Carl Joseph knocks the shit out of someone. Then Gruden's going to come and probably cut them.
Or Vontaze.
Hey, you don't hear my offensive guys like that. We all know that, coach.
Or Vontaze.
We all know that offensive coach.
We all know that coach. Or Vontaze.
Even as an offensive lineman, I know that coach. And it's like, coach, you told us to go full speed.
And it's like,
you said if we don't go full speed, we're going to run 30 gassards.
Like,
you said if the defense gives up a touchdown, the whole second unit's playing tomorrow. So he's supposed to just cover this dude running a 4.3, running full speed, and just completely stop his momentum and let him score so he can get in trouble. But yeah, man.
It's all fun and games until Josh Jacobs makes a good run. And then next thing you know, Vontaze Burfict hits him late out of bounds. He has a concussion.
It's all fun and games until Hunter Renfrow can't play.
Do I even need to say anything?
Are you proud of me right now?
By the way, did what's his face get cut yet? I'm pretty sure he got cut, right?
Who?
The dude that we've been hating for, who's been Seth Roberts got cut officially.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, he's been cut.
Okay, good. I thought it was like too good to be true.
Next up, Denzel Perryman, he's down weight. He says he wants to be a thumper in the Chargers defense once again.
He was always a thumper, though. And I think he ran like a 4.68.
Yeah. You got to take her tangent on him?
Bro, he makes it through a 16-game season. We'll see.
I feel you.
There's always like a Chargers curse where like 2 defensive guys get hurt.
I feel you.
Any 2 defensive guys, they always get hurt. So
Plus, what is he going to say at this point of the season?
Like, yeah, bro, I want to stay healthy. Jatavis Brown took my spot.
Further in Charger news, shout out to the Bolts fans. But yeah, Anthony Lynn says he wants to play his starters less in the preseason, even less. Like, you might not even see them at all. You got to take your attention on that.
Dressing, wearing less, and going out more.
I
dig it.
I think it's a copycat league, right? Sean McVay didn't play any of his starters last year in the preseason, damn near, for the Rams. So I think Lynn is catching on, and I think that's the only way we're going to see less preseason games.
Except the kicker. You need to be putting your kicker through the fire in the preseason.
Yeah, the Chargers should probably have like 7 kickers. That's the real Chargers curse.
And 3 punters.
All right. Last but surely not least, your college football spot.
Dun, dun, dun.
I wanted to ask you, man. You were on Twitter screaming free Reggie. And I know
Reggie.
On top of that, Pat Hayden was found to be caught up in the bribery scheme.
I could care less about Pat Hayden.
He pretty much went from, squeaky clean AD to pretty much the reason why
the program went to shit?
Yeah. So why don't you just kind of give a breakdown of the Legion of Troy right now?
First things first. When it comes to USC, cats like Dwayne Jarrett, Matt Leinart, they're not banned from USC. Pete Carroll isn't banned from USC. Reggie Bush is banned from USC.
The juice isn't even banned from USC.
Orenthal James Simpson is not banned. Todd Marinovich isn't banned from USC. J.R. Soward.
Farkas.
J.R. Soward isn't banned.
Justin Farkas is not banned.
Why would Justin Farkas be banned?
Petros is not banned.
Why would
Carson Palmer is not banned.
Carson Palmer's going into the Arizona Cardinals.
Brian Cushing isn't banned.
By the way, Keith Brooking is...
Clay Matthews is not banned.
Keith Rivers. Taylor Mays.
He should be banned.
Which one?
He should be banned.
Wait, who?
Both those dudes you just named. Troy Polamalu isn't banned.
He's a Hall of Famer. Why would
Mike Patterson isn't banned.
Now you're just trolling.
Sean Cody isn't banned.
Now you're just trolling.
Okay, go ahead.
All I'm saying is... What was it? Tim Garrett? Or no, what was Mike Garrett? Mike Garrett isn't banned. And he was the AD during that time. You're telling me a dude who probably made you millions of dollars in number 5 USC jersey sales. Because ain't nobody worn number 5 since. I don't think so. That's made it on the field. Like, that's such a sacred number, they wouldn't let Adoree Jackson wear it. You're telling me that the NCAA won't just reverse this permanent ban and just let Reggie Bush... Like, he can't even be at USC in the stadium to cover practices for his job or anything like that. Like, that's ridiculous. And do I need to talk about the Miami football hurricane situation? Nevin Shapiro? Did we forget? I know the U Part 2 was a great documentary, but
how much of that falls on all those guys that we just named? Like what role do they play in it? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but those circumstances, it was like it wasn't just one guy who got scapegoated.
But that's
Reggie
what I'm saying.
Scapegoated
But that's what I'm saying.
When other cats were doing dirt.
It's like, how would you feel though? Like, okay, all these dudes,
and Reggie was made to be the scapegoat.
But I'm just saying,
a dude was trying to extort him to be his agent.
Like, okay, you have lunch with Matt Leinart before the game day because you guys are boys, and then he just goes in the game and you don't. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Happened.
Like,
he let him out the tunnel.
But what I'm saying is, like, okay, at what point do these other USC alumni band together and say, regardless of what the NCAA says,
that was my brother. That was my teammate.
Reggie did a lot. Not just that, but not even just his teammates. Even other USC alumni who were a part of that whole wave. You know, all the people that rode that clout, that enjoyed all those wins, that enjoyed those championships. Snoop Dogg, like all these cats. Remember, USC was the pro football team during that decade.